Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see how to use Blender. Let's start. First, the place. This dark gray place is called the 3D viewport. Here is the place where we work and do all our projects. Let's see what is this. This is a cube. This is the default mesh present in Blender while you download it. And every time you open, you see a cube. We use the middle mouse button to navigate around the 3D view. To pan the view, we use Shift plus middle mouse button. And for zooming, we scroll the middle mouse button. So let's see how to move, rotate and increase the size of object. And before that, let's see how we can see the different views of an object. So first, we go to File, User Preferences. Here, go to Inputs, Evaluate Numpad. Toggle this one on and select with left. By default in Blender, it would be in right. So click left. Save the user settings and close. Now press 0 on your keyboard. This is the camera view. The camera is denoted with a a black colored triangle. And the place of the 3D viewport viewed in the camera will be visible in the output, like this. And you can see it will be mentioned here, camera perspective. And now when we press numpad 1, we see the front view of the 3D viewport. And control plus 1 shows the back view of the 3D viewport. 3 for right, control 3 for left, 7 for top, control 7 for bottom. And finally 5 for orthographic view. Perspective view and orthographic. And here, this dot surrounded with the dotted circles is a lamp which gives lighting to the 3D viewport. And here we can see the modes. This one here is the object mode. And in edit mode, you can edit each edge vertices separately, which you will be learning later. To toggle between edit and object mode, hit tab. So let's see how we can move an object. So hit G button on your keyboard. This will enable the freehand moving. If you don't want to move and cancel the moving, you right click on the mouse. To move your cube, which is given, which is called a mesh. Any object in the 3D viewport is called a mesh. Here, these three lines are called 3D cursor. The blue line represents the z-axis. The red line represents the x-axis. And the green line represents the y-axis. To move an object in z-axis, press G, Z. This moves the mesh in the particular axis. And to move in y-axis, click G, Y. And to move an object in x-axis, click G, X. To delete the object, click X. So to add an object, click Shift A. This will give you the add menu. And go to mesh. So here I am adding a cube. To rotate an object, click R. This will rotate in the particular view. Clicking R two times enables the freehand rotation of an object. And same like moving, here we can rotate an object in a particular axis. Rx, rotation in R axis. Ry, rotation in Y axis. Rz, rotation in Z axis. And similarly, even we can scale the object using the hotkey S. And saving of a project can be done by clicking Ctrl S. And even scaling can be done by a particular axis. SX to scale in S axis, SY for scaling in Y axis, and SZ for scaling in Z axis. Now let's try to do something. So we click Shift A to go to the add menu, add something like cube, and let's go to the edit mode. So to go to the edit mode, we click tab button. In edit mode, we have various selection methods. Vertex select, edge select, and face select. So in vertex select, we can select each vertices of the cube. To select multiple vertices at the same time, click Shift and select. By holding the Shift, you have to select the vertices. And similarly, for edges, you can select edges, and to select multiple edges, click Shift. And to deselect your selection, click A. If nothing is selected, A will select everything in the viewport, and if something is selected, A will deselect. And similarly, in the face select, we can select each face. And by pressing shift, we can select multiple faces. We can create new section of a similar face by pressing E. This will extrude a part from its face. So here, this is the original cube, and this is the extruded one. And you can now separately scale, rotate, or move the particular face edge or vertices, like scaling, rotating, moving, edges, scaling, moving, and rotating. And for vertices, you can move them, you cannot scale them because it's a vertices. And similarly, rotate them, we can't rotate them. And that's all for today's tutorial, and stay tuned for my next part.